Okay, so number 5 right here. So for number 5, what values of m does the graph of the equation y equals 3x squared plus 7x plus m have 2 x-intercepts? So we're going to have y equals 3x squared plus 7x plus m, and we want to find what is this m value that gives us 2 x-intercepts, or in other words, 2 roots. So what this implies is that if we were to set this equal to 0, as we would do to find what the roots are of any quadratic equation, we can bust out the quadratic formula. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, by busting out this formula here, we notice something. So we would, there are certain cases that arise depending on the value of this b squared minus 4ac. So let's assume b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, right? So what does that mean? If this term is 0, the square root of this term is 0. That means that our root would just be minus b over 2a. So we would only have one root, okay? Similarly, there's another case here. So let's say b squared minus 4ac is any number less than 0. So if it's less than 0, that means that we're taking the square root of a negative number. So it doesn't matter what that number is, it's a negative number, which is, you can't do, it's undetermined, it's imaginary. So we're going to have no real roots. Okay, and we're looking for real x-intercepts here, so real roots. The only other possible case left is that of b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, right? Because then your roots are going to look like minus b, so we're going to have x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of some number that's not 0, because we already went over this case, over 2a. And this plus or minus here is going to give us 2 roots. And this is precisely the case we're looking for. We're looking for the case of 2 roots. So that means that our assumption is that b squared minus 4ac has to be greater than 0 for us to get 2 roots. So going back to our quadratic equation, we have to define what a, b, and c are. So in this case, a is 3, b is 7, and c is m. So plugging these all into this inequality, we're going to get 7 squared minus 4 times 3m is greater than 0. Or in other words, 49 minus 12m is greater than 0. So this means that 49 has to be greater than 12m, which is the same thing as m having to be less than 49 over 12. So if m is less than 49 over 12, and this solution agrees here, if m is less than 49 over 12, we're going to get the case of 2 roots right here that we want. And that would be our answer, any m that is less than 49 over 12. So that means that this solution is correct. And good job. Okay. So I'm gonna say it's correct.